Alex just was lying to me. Okay, welcome back everybody. We're doing RoadWarden today. Yeah. Travels in Fight Death. Oh dear, this is the full expansion, so if you guys see the demo that we did earlier, well, late last year, this is the full expansion version of that with everything all in it, so we won't get stuck on that point. Just letting you guys know, I probably won't be staying up too late. This time it's going to be a short stream. Also thank you for the other like. I don't know who did that, but thank you so much. It's going to be a short stream tonight. Yeah, I don't feel like staying awake for 3 to 2 hours right now. So, let me know if my audio is funny and you guys can't hear me though. Ah, I hear myself. Okay, good, perfect. Let's give this a jump in. So, travels invite death, okay? Oh, hello. Welcome to RoadWarden's anniversary patch. It improves a few stories and a bit of interface, but sadly it does not work very well with old saves. I recommend you starting your playthrough from the beginning. That's perfectly fine. In the newly available advanced difficulty setting, you can skip the opening sequence of the game. Thank you so much for giving my game a chance. For your bug reports, editing tips, gameplay suggestions. Thank you for making RoadWarden what it is now. Here it is. Ooh. This is cute. I love this. So new game. Thank you for the third like and welcome in. Oh, I'll just do my welcome person. I'm so out of time. Hi Wade, welcome in. Welcome to the little adventure. Okay, everybody knows to stay away from the wilderness. Most people would never risk a lonely journey. RoadWardens not only accept the struggle, they embrace it. They deliver messages, assist merchants, burn human corpses, that sounds interesting, and if possible, get rid of beasts and highwaymen. They live on the roads, die young, or retire early. It is a dangerous job, but it's a respectable one, and it pays well. I still have my doubts. I leave the safety of the city walls. Pick a difficulty mode. This choice cannot be altered later. Standard. I kind of want to do casual because I want to focus on the story for you guys. I could do another run through of this later on as like a series thing where I do standards or restricted for you guys as well. But I kind of just want to do casual so I can focus on the story a bit more. So I don't really want to be rushing through it. Yeah, let's do casual. Okay, just checking. So welcome in, Wade. I hope your day's going well. You're going down to the beach, I believe. I hope that's fun. Any of you guys in the area to check Wade's concert out? It's very interesting. Yeah. I think I've read this before, but you know what? It's fine. We'll just keep reading. I've already read this before. Okay, the walls are still standing. There's no sign. There's no wolves around. No stench of blood. Good signs. This should be the place you're looking for. You were supposed to meet with a group of soldiers, but you hear no voices, no sounds of labor. The gate is ajar, but the camp isn't safe. It may keep away the goblins and peddlers, but not beast folk nor trolls. And the night is near. Your palfrey breathes heavily. It had a long day. I need to look around cautiously. I dismount and sneak to the gate. Let's peek inside. I get off my horse and enter the camp briskly. I look around cautiously. Considering the noise, you doubt that anyone noticed the clampering of hooves. Hooves, very interesting. The shorter, dry grasses barely cover the arid soil of this valley, but you're maybe a minute away from the edge of the sparse woods, which gets denser as they climb up the hills. At best, this trail has a few more years before getting overgrown for good. Hard to believe it's the only route north. I bet this little line is a timer or something. I dismount, sneak to the gate and peek inside. Thanks for the blurb box. All good. I mean, if you're doing a concert, you want as many people to know about it as possible, don't you? Besides, I think it's an exciting adventure that you're going on, and I do hope you have fun no matter how it turns out. Your heavy boots hit the ground and the pain of the long ride finally catches up with you. You stretch out, bringing your back and legs comfort. All you want is now a table, a decent chair, and a nice mead of beer and some warm stew. With any luck, your axe won't be needed here. Take care of yourself. If you're hurt or exhausted, some actions will not be available to you. The weaker you are, the higher chances you'll die in combat. I think I almost died. And there are the save options and things. It shows the day. So 30 minutes from dusk. And this is my approach skate slope. If it's a military camp, it doesn't look the part. Plenty of wasted space, the fire pit is cold. Two people are sitting at the table, tired and disheartened. They look in different directions, paying no attention to one another. One is holding a cup. After a moment, you notice the quiet humming. You recognize the melody of a light-hearted drinking song from the city harbour. They don't look like much of a threat. I enter. It takes him a few breaths to glance in your direction. The first person greets you with a wave of his hand. There are bags under his eyes. His beard is messy. Despite his simple shirt, he is wearing durable, decent boots. A mace with a head covered in iron hangs at his side, but he doesn't reach for it. I take a look at the second soul. So they call them souls. Why can't I call them cases? Okay, just like you, she's wearing a gabison, but hers is a bit loose, as if she took it off a corpse. Her head is shaven as if she's protecting herself from flesh-eating bugs. Her eyes are weary yet kind. She smiles. Considering the squad was sent here half a year ago, these two surely look the part. Though there should be more of them. 8, you believe. Let's ask him about their lieutenant. You wonder how to phrase your questions. Whenever you meet new people, you can influence how they perceive you by speaking one of the friendly, be supportive and coercive. Playful, use jokes and witty comments. Distance hides your emotions. Mood. Be sad, hopeless. Let's be friendly. I was hoping you'd... Oh, I can have a look at the options. Okay, I didn't know that. You can actually click and have a look. So, friendly is, I was hoping to meet with your lieutenant. Could we talk for a bit? I'm sure you're busy, so if you could just introduce me to your lieutenant. I'm looking for your lieutenant. I'd rather speak with somebody who's not going to waste my time. I've had a long journey. I need a word with your lieutenant. Let's do this one. Otherwise, I'd probably do this one. But let's do friendly. I was hoping to meet your lieutenant. Could we talk for a bit? The The lady lets out a long sigh, dusting off her garrison, and steps towards you. She pays little attention to the sword at her side. Do I really want to do voices for this one? Again, I think I'll leave it for now. So welcome in, another soul has joined us. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a good day, or night, or afternoon, or everything else. Okay, we most definitely can. You and I, though, holding this rank is still somewhat new to me. Are you a messenger? Did you lose your mount? She observes you with curiosity. Are you looking for help? I am a new RoadWarden. My horse is waiting outside. Really? The man in the shirt leans forward. That explains how you got here in one piece, or by yourself. Better bring your beast inside, as the lieutenant. We have no hay, but I bet it dreams of dropping its saddle. A long pause. I'm Talia, by the way. She reaches out a hand. So this is Talia. Shakes hand. Might be a trap. I'm Leto. Why is Leto the first name? Oh no. I think we did Rin for the last one. Orinthia. Something starting with R. I usually go with Rin. Reality is a bit hard. We will go with Rin. I could go with my nickname, but that's also a bit hard for people to spell and say. So I'll just do Rin to make it easier for you guys. What do you want people to call you? Rin. Her hand grasp is confident. The shake is slight. Keep your horse away from the tents. She steps away. You don't need to smell his tongue. There is one issue. The soldier in the shirt also raises to his feet. We've no tents to spare. You'll have to use a blanket or something. No problem. I enjoy observing the stars. That is true. You should get used to sleeping on the ground anyway. I enjoy observing the stars. You walk through the gate. Your mount looks around and snorts anxiously. Not many humans can ride a horse. It's not any taller than you, but also bulky, as heavy as it is strong. You can get in the saddle within a single breath, but most people wouldn't know where to begin. From every side, it's a wall of flesh. Horses were brought to the Dragonwoods for the conquest in the south. They can trot for a long time, but they won't outrun some of the local monsters. Your palfrey needs you to survive, but without it you would be lost. It's my only companion here. I wanted to feel at ease. I don't care how it feels. I need to be strong if I want to travel. I can't afford another one. Well, it just says you need it to survive. But I need it to survive. What do you mean? Reginald. It's my only companion here, guys. I need to survive. I'm not killing it. It takes a few steps towards you, scolding you with another snort. You scratch the bottom of its neck with strength and confidence, just the way it likes it. Also, it is called an it. That is wonderful. Humans see useful animals and even pets as monsters in disguise. Getting emotionally attached to them is to believe you led humans to their doom. But you know that horses need companionship. I speak to it gently, and lead it to the camp. You end up next to the fire pit. Removing the saddle makes the horse nicker with relief. You take a couple of minutes to examine its back, just in case. All riding equipment is not heavy for such a strong animal. With enough time, it starts to cliff. You wish it had something better to eat than this shabby grass. You should look for an inn. I need to unpack. Why Reginald? Why are we shouting names right now? What is going on? Why are you shouting names? I have probably missed the joke or pun that you have come up with or reference, unfortunately. I'm not very good with picking up those sorts of things. I need to unpack. What time is it now? 30 minutes still. You haven't brought that many things. You lost one of the sacks while fleeing the Crimson Corpse Eaters. Interesting. Worst of all, you have no rope left. But maybe the soldiers could spare one. Shouldn't cost more than a dragon bone. Aside from the travelling set, you own a few valuable possessions, especially for your trade. My trade is I'm a fighter. I spend on decent combat equipment. I have fine and made of axe, reliable crossbow. I have a talisman that helps me use my powers as well as an axe and a wand. I carry written instruments, alchemical ingredients, as a small iron axe, a few healing potions. I want to learn more about the classes. As a fighter, you'll have an easier time in physical challenges, thanks to your supreme equipment and hidden bonuses during dice rolls. Oh yeah, there's dice rolls, I forgot. Let's go. Instead of Rin, no. Instead of Rin, Reginald, no. No. Rin is staying there. Rin is the usual one that I pick. Or Rinthia. That's one of them. Reginald, no. No, never. Not using Reginald. It's a nice name, but I wouldn't suit it, I don't think. But it is nice. I just don't like it. It is nice. Thank you for the suggestion, Wade. Okay. Let's read this, and we'll see what the classes are, and then I'll decide. You'll be physically more capable than the other classes, and opens up unique opportunities during some social interactions. It's the best class for RPG beginners. I believe that's why I chose it last time. The fighter's weakness is in their reliance on physical strength. Your special abilities won't be available to you if your vitality points drop to 0. Mages uses Penduma of vitality, but limited pool of energy points that can be spent to cast a few humble spells. Magic wouldn't protect you better than a sharp axe, but as a mage you'll be able to heal faster while resting, detect magic in mysterious areas, distract a beast with a simple trick, and find a common tongue with other magic users. Using the mage's power too freely will result in having no energy left when you need it the most. Fair. The scholar will know about the world's mysteries than you. Oh, more about the world's mysteries than you. Helping you take advantage of some unusual situations. Your character will impress the locals with its knowledge, and you will be able to read spares, written clues without anyone's assistance. Scholars struggle with combat more than the other classes, but with enough carefulness and exploration you'll gain access to alchemical mixtures that will help you escape from many dangerous situations. Oh, can I help you pick your class? Sure. I was fighter last time, I believe. They all have an axe, so I don't really mind. You can pick. Or you can help pick. I was fighter last time though, because I did it because it was, well, the most reliable for roleplay beginners, and I'm kind of a beginner, I believe. So that's what I did. But otherwise, mage could be interesting. I just have to be careful of that. I guess I would recharge it when I'm sleeping, so that would be good. Scholar sounds like it's the hardest one. Pronounced Numa. Okay. Thank you for that, Numa. Thank you for that. That's very nice of you. Yeah. Thank you. I'll bring you up here so I can see a bit better. If you did fight already, maybe another class. Yeah. Yeah, I did fight her in the demo restricted version. I almost killed myself with that one. It was funny, but very, very entertaining. I could do mage or I could do scholar. Scholar sounds like it'd be a little bit harder because it's avoiding fights, and I'm not that great at being stealthy or avoiding fights or puzzle solving for that matter. Mage is something I'm more used to because in these types of worlds, places, I'm usually a battle mage skill, so I'm usually a fighter / mage combo. So, or I'm an archer, but this isn't an archer class, this is a scholar, so I'd be out of my depth with that one. I might go mage just to give it a bit of an interesting edge, and it would be nice to kind of have the detection ability in the areas, because I know we did stumble across some interesting places in the last exploration. So yeah, and I don't mind distracting beasts rather than fighting them sometimes. I'd also be able to talk to people like shamans and things if they exist in this world, and I'd be able to convince them and talk to them more freely because they would have more trust in me, supposedly. So we might do mage. Yeah, there's only 3 classes. So there's the fighter, the mage, and the scholar. It's a nice collection. I wish there was a 4th one, like archery or something, but that's covered by scholar, so I kind of understand why there's only 3. They've kind of trying to squish it, compact it down, which is fine. He might do mage, is looking like the possible candidate for today. Distract a beast with a simple trick to find a common tangle and learn other magic uses. It's the only issue I'd have is running out of that very quickly, especially during the bigger fights, but I guess I could just run away if given the option. This one's easier to do because it's got more of that. And Scholar, I guess Scholar is easier in some cases. I'm going to pick Mage this time, because that feels like it might be a bit more of a challenge. So let's do Mage so we're not stuck in character creation for like 2 hours. It'd be like that sometimes, you get stuck here for 2 hours. Oh, thank you for the like, by the way. I don't know who gave that, but thank you. Okay. We're in the mage now. You unpacked and inspect your belongings. Your water skin isn't pierced. The spare clothes are still here. Just in case, open your inventory to see your possessions. Okay. Just in case, you take a look at your wooden bowl and mug. Okay. Your cape, tinderbox, bandages, food rations, knife. Nothing special or too cumbersome. Okay, we got to make sure on our weight and things. From time to time, your routine helps to avoid mistakes, but this doesn't make it any more exciting. Taking hits will damage your armor. You can then fix it in various settlements. So I've got like 2 armor. It will stop the lighter attacks, but not for long. Okay. Then let's go back to the soldiers. They're at the table again, observing your beasts and chatting between themselves. Your tummy growls at the sight of one of them eating out of a wooden bowl. One more bowl was put at a previously unused end of the table. You sit down on a tree log. You can sit down on a tree log instead. I join them and take a look at the meal. I thank them for the meal, but I don't want to eat with them. I sit down and ask. She can tell me about this area. I ignore the meal and sit down to Talia. She is focused and chooses her words carefully. She looks away only when she gathered her thoughts. I'm afraid I can tell you less than I would like to, less than I should. She nods towards the other soldier. As you can see, there's not a lot of us left. At the beginning of the summer, there was 8 of us, including our previous lieutenant. 5 are dead and 1 ran away in tears. We are also strangers in this land, adds her companion. Any piece of information may help me do my job. Okay, so keep your stomach full, which makes you stronger. Starvation won't allow you to restore points while resting. You can find your supplies in your inventory. Going to the store, be right back. Oh, good, Wade. Hey, Joe was watching on the big TV. He says he likes it. Ooh. I gathered he might like something like this. It's kind of like the old Balgas ones. But welcome in, Kim. How are you doing? How's morning, I believe, for you guys now? Hope that's going well. Okay, let's go on to the next bit. The man leans forwards, his legs shaking nervously. He sounds like a kid asking a bard to sing one more story. Tell a joke or do a magic trick, whatever it takes to escape from boredom. His untrimmed beard hides a much younger face than you originally thought. What did the officials tell you? I expect not that much. No soul governed these lands. I share what I consider to be relevant. What I have discussed with the officials is to stay between me and them. I share what is relevant. You tell the soldiers how little guidance you receive, since this area is too far away from Halavaran to keep it under control. You were warned that it is untamed and unknown. Who knows how many villages, bandits, or monsters may be found in these unmapped hills and forests. From time to time, new people come here looking for boundless opportunities. Most of them never return, but they turn into walking corpses. Interesting. Oh, do they turn into walking corpses or find what they're looking for? So there's a thing with corpses in this world, because we talked about crimson corpses earlier, which reminds me of Morrowind. It's the first thing I thought it was Morrowind. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's morning time. I hope you guys have a good start to your day then. Get some coffee or tea going. Okay. No soul can tell me, so I'm looking for your guidance. The lieutenant drinks from my cup, crosses her legs and ankles on knees, so it's the lower cross she's doing. Seeing her chair makes you doubt she'll find a comfortable position. Where shall we start? What should I know about the peninsula? Any ideas what happened to the previous road warden? I lost my rope, could you spare me one? What happened to your squad? Talia, how did you become a lieutenant? Was your squad's mission? They probably won't tell me that. Anything I need to know about this camp? If you were me, where would you go next? Before I continue my journey, I need to ask them about the road warden, the rope, and the peninsula. So I have to ask this one, and this one. So the top three. Let's go with this. The soldier answers quickly. To the inn, of course. He grabs his empty mug. The one northwest from here. If you can't afford the room, the main hall is free of charge. The locals rarely gather here. The northern road is much more travelled, mentions Talia. But hunters will tell you. About this and that, and you will have a chance to introduce yourself. The innkeeper can listen and knows many souls. But he's called souls. Everybody's a soul here, it's all good. Any tips on how I can make a good first impression on him? She smacks. Avoid cheap jokes. Okay, Wade, you've been getting to know the conversation. I'm joking. It's all good. Oh, thank you for the other like, by the way. I'm gonna guess that was you, Kim. Avoid cheap jokes, stick to the trade, don't waste his time, show him that you can be relied on. It's all good. As for how far, I can kind of answer you that. I went up to the stopping point for the demo, because I did the demo before this, so I went up to one of the stopping points for it. As far as I could go, really. So, I've already done all of this before, but it's just nice to go back over it again. So there's kind of 1.5 due to that fact that I've already gone over it all. Okay, I can ask another question. Let's ask her how she became a lieutenant. Okay, that's not much of a story, honestly. She looks at her hand, which is certainly rolling a mug over the table. In the city, there was a strict order of, what should I call it? She exchanged looks with her companion. But he can't help her. Well, leadership succession, I guess. Halaverian chiefs select commanders, those select lieutenants, and those put their soldiers in order of priority. If a lieutenant dies, they get replaced by the next soldier in line. It kind of makes sense. So you were his successor? Nah, not exactly. When we fought the Bannons, our lieutenant was hit by a slingshot. His boyfriend jumped to help him, but failed to protect either of them from a spell. It was like a ball of ice that hung above them and then exploded, piercing their heads, completely avoiding their shields. Really unpleasant. She pauses. And you were the third one in line after that? Jumping like that to save a man in the middle of attack doesn't sound like a wise decision. So you're the third one in line. Yeah, basically, she says without empathy. I don't plan to become a leader though. I'll get demoted once you return to the city. I prefer following anyway. That's fair enough. Okay. happened to your squad? The man shrugs. Bandits happened, and monsters. A strong band, though, his companion chips in. When we got to the peninsula in spring, we saw some people living in this camp. The lieutenant decided to avoid it and look for an inn. We had to travel through the night for a bit. The bearded man scoffs and crosses his arm, but she carries on. If he had decided otherwise, we would have all died that night. The innkeeper explained that the camp is a trap, that armed ones pretend to be soldiers. Stay there at night, lose everything you have. So armed ones, armed monsters or bandits, and then stay there at night. They, get you in your sleep. Sounds like slave traders, hunters. Talia sighs, very much so. They killed some, took some away. Who knows where? They were letting the northerners go, hoping to avoid their wrath. It kind of worked, adds the soldier. We asked them for help, but they refused. We had to clear the entire camp on our own. And that's why 3 of our people died. Don't exaggerate. It's not like the lieutenant didn't make mistakes. He wanted to rid them and take over the camp, but we didn't know our enemy very well. We were outnumbered, and they had an ice mage among them. She looks at you. At least we cleared the road, saved lives. You mentioned monsters as well. Nothing that would surprise you. Those of us who survived the skirmish were young, too inexperienced to spend a summer in this place without a good leader, and they didn't trust me. One of them was caught by a tyrant, another one ignored my orders and performed some sort of ritual hunt, so a werebear tore her to pieces. The last one tried to act tough, didn't tell us he had a cut in his hand while cleaning his garrison. She let out a ghastly chuckle. We had to cut it off. He was so ashamed he decided to walk north and find a new life. Disappeared, idiot. What a colourful journey. The man tried to drink from his mug, but it's empty. It's empty. It was empty last time he tried to drink from it. I stay silent. You made this place safer. Barely. Talia seems tired, and who knows if it was worth the lives and effort. Talia takes a deep breath. Aren't you a bit late for a rescue mission? We haven't heard from him for almost half a year. The soldiers spoke for a bit between themselves, trying to get their story straight. They confirmed that he had stopped by their camp a few times, but stopped showing up at all in early summer. The bearded soldier starts to scratch the table with the tip of his knife without looking at you. I don't remember his voice. Always busy, drowning in thoughts to take care of things. He would sit somewhere, sharpening his sword, fixing his land mail, cleaning clothes, writing notes on that wax tablet of his. Yep, and leave at dawn. Unlike us, Astron never gets bored. Talia lets out a joyless chuckle. He's secretive, but some of the locals speak about him warmly. Maybe he just didn't like us. Sounds like you're not sure if he's dead or not. If anyone knows, they won't tell us. Maybe someone is keeping him in a basement. The man curves with passion. We haven't seen him, or is Soren. Something ate them, I bet. The officers have hired you, right? They don't expect him to return. Richer RoadWardens often use 4-legged meat-eating Saurons as their mounts. They have to be tamed and trained since hatchling, but unlike horses, they can easily defend themselves from many monsters. At least your prt is fast and reliable, and won't suddenly sink its teeth into innocent standbys. Do you know what he was looking for? Maybe he left you a message. Neither one of us had any insights into his dealings, said Talia. My predecessor left me no clues. We also took a look at his stuff. Wait. She raises an open palm. I almost forgot. She stands up and heads near a tent. He has kids in a village near Halavan. I was planning to take all his things there. A pouch, a second spear, a decent bow, and some potions. Quite a treasure. She glanced at you. But I would much prefer to bring them the truth about their father. So he wants me to find out what happened to him in exchange for his stuff. Here's the catch. She dusts off the hilt of her sword. We've hired a messenger to ask the commanders for further orders. Since she hasn't returned and you know nothing about her, she's either run away or something has happened to her. She sighs with resignation. We are meant to stay here until fall. What do you think? Come see us, tell us what you've learnt about the man, and we'll get back to Halavan together. You think about your real mission. You're planning to return there in early fall anyways. So yeah. If he's alive, I don't think he's going to be happy about me taking away all his possessions. Probably not. Use your journal to see a list of quests. Okay. True, but he's considered dead. I doubt he'd begrudge you anything. And who knows, you may just find his shell lying on the roadside tomorrow. He wears mail, uses a spear mostly, maybe 5 feet tall, but Stort. That's a fun word. Long red beard, short hair, pale face, rarely smiles. She glances at her companion, but after he adds nothing, she sits down and stretches out her legs. So find out what happened to him. Dead, alive, left, let me know. Okay, let's ask about the peninsula. I'll tell you what I know, and you will be the judge, says the lieutenant. How long did it take you to get here from the city? On a decent parfait, I'll guess it'll be 3-4 days. When you confirm, she continues. From there, you can reach the coast in about a day, as long as you don't make any stops. If you know this... Do you know the situation, why no ships can get here? You nod. The sea route allows Halavan officers to keep in touch with coastal villages, collect taxes, move soldiers, collect lumber, deliver tools, but maintaining order on the west coast, such as this one, is like filling the ocean's depths with coins. Because of the rocks, you can hardly stop a ship 5 miles from the shore, and boats can't get much closer. She nods. I don't know much about fishing, but there's not that many people living by the coast, and they don't crave to stay in touch with city folk. As she paused, her companion carries on. No soul from the north ever comes to camp, but when we travel to the roadside inn, Pelt of the North, they're happy to trade and play dice. Why not just stay at one of the settlements? The man clears his throat. I mean, you know, we're to guard this road. This camp is our post, and well, he turns to Talia. She lowers her voice. Don't take it the wrong way, Rin, but are you a devout soul? Okay, I was asking about religion, I believe. Like most city folk, I believe that people unite under the strengths to overcome the threat of nature and dark magic. Everyone will be judged for good and evil deeds. I'm part of the United Church. For many years, I supported monasteries and does best to advance mankind's spiritual growth. Art history, herbalism, and magical research. I follow the teaching of the Order of Truth. I'm from a small village. For me, the freedom of shell and solemn main virtues of life, my community is unique and independent, and so of its members I have a place in my fellowship. I have a strong connection to nature and spirits, following the paths of my ancestors. My beliefs may be considered sinister and treacherous by the city folk. You probably called me a pagan. There is no evidence of the right existence, and all the mythical tales are explained by magic. No, I am not. I don't remember which ones I did. I don't remember what I did last time. I'm gonna do the bottom one. The man nods. I heard most road wardens stripped away from the churches. It doesn't matter to me, to neither of us, I think, adds the lieutenant, peeking at her companion. I just wanted to make sure I wouldn't step on any touchy subjects. You won't? Go ahead. The people here are disquieting. Every few words she taps the table with her finger. Their traditions won't help them negotiate with officers here. She starts to draw lines with her index finger as she points at an invisible map. The peninsula is connected with roads like a big circle. In the northwest, you'll find a weird village at a bog. It's not exactly a pagan village. I don't think it even has a priest who claims to be an eremist. You nod, she means a fellowship. They do crazy stuff, says her companion. They use the dead to cut down trees and dig in the soil. Once I saw it, I begged it to never return there. So they might be causing the corpses suspicion, maybe. You've heard tales of such as this one since you were a child. If an isolated settlement manages to survive without a city influence, custom and traditions grow more and more alien. Every generation learns how to adapt in the dangerous conditions they have to deal with, and the rustic pagan traditions muddy their river of faith. United Church often warns its members about the crazy druids, necromancers, and blood mages, the bringers of doom and the traitors to humankind. Any monsters worth mentioning? Anything I could count with my mouth. We saw all sorts of beasts. The man started to count his fingers. Goblins, herons, cats, large, small, runners, howlers, wolves, white bears, often eagles, griffins, but we managed to stay away. Some could catch with the most of the mounts, Talia grazed to her companion. A pathway should be fine. The trees are so tall that flying creatures keep to the coast and mountains. There's not that many humans around, and animals are usually busy fighting amongst themselves. They fight for food more than territory. The soldier cracks his knuckle. Don't provoke them and ride fast, just count on your luck. Are you able to speak to these necromancers? You can see why we're not eager to go there if we can avoid it. The lieutenant chuckles. Maybe they'll be more welcoming to a road warden. The roads are dangerous with little to no shelters. People need your help. The man in the shirt turns and points a finger to the northwest. If you're heading to the undead village, you'll get to the inn first, and soon. Talia nods. Pell to the north is a safe place. You can talk with the innkeeper or guards. Ask them about the roads. About the east. She stares off across the camp. Hard to tell. We went there only once. There are hills, forests, rivers. We saw a tunnel sculptured in leaves and branches, but we don't enter it. Wilderness all around. That's all I need to know. Let's talk about the rope, not the rock. You're in luck. She nods to one of the crates and moves aside a large linen sack, revealing a rope. She brings it back and nonchalantly sits down on a chair. Take it. I was planning to leave it behind. I take a closer look. Fine rope. Regular rope made of hemp fibers. Take it and offer some food in return. I guess that's how much coins I have. Alia nods. For now, you leave the rope on the table. What was your squad's mission? Lieutenant looks into your eyes. You know the usual: marking the road safe, keeping people alive. Explain that may be important for me to know what they have tried to accomplish. I can't really tell you. You sense no hesitation. Do you have any other questions? Doesn't trust you enough. That's all I need to know. Are you sure? Says the bearded man. We may not be around next time you come here. We should prepare for the night anyway. I agree. Talia sighs with relief. You may do better than Astron did. Stay vigilant. She winks at you, shattering the mask of a soldier. Open archives to reread the most recent text. Okay, that's gonna be fun. Now it's nighttime. Thank you for your help. One more thing, if I can. The bearded man approaches you. Can you take the first watch? Splitting time between 3 people makes a great difference. You think for a moment. To fully rest, you need a good sleep. Sure, leave it to me. Fabulous. He pats your shoulders. It should be calm, at least before midnight. Wake me up in a few hours, or even earlier, if anything happens. I smile. I'm happy to do my part. You go into the barrel and splash water on your face. Makes you even more aware of how much you need a bath. After the night, it will only get worse. Your horse is already napping and still too anxious to lie down. I prepare for my watch. Oh, I forgot how much talking there is. Help, there's so much talking. The soldier in the shirt is eager to guide you. Just observe the area. There's plenty of griffins around, though they won't try to jump over the Palestines. The walls. Probably better watch out for the apes, so they climb up and carry out food that they can find. And there is one really loud ゚Q&A that keeps smelling the walls, though it has never tried to get in. What? He points at the gates. The lieutenant and I will block the entrances. They're quite heavy, so if anybody comes here looking for shelter, they better call us to help you out. And if someone is being chased by wolves or anything, better throw them the rope instead. He scratches his head. If it gets cold, feel free to make a fire. And the best place is on the watchtower. You may want to put a blanket there or something. You got this. So much reading. The watchtower. He gives you a long, puzzled look. Ah, here, points at the pile of crates. Just climb up onto the tallest one. You'll have a great view on the northern side, the more dangerous side. And also, I know you're tired after all that riding. He points at the tent on the other side of camp. I can handle a couple of hours of sleep on the ground. If you wish, go there after me and rest. Just this once, at least I have a palace inside. I smile, thanks a lot. You put your blanket on the tallest crate and sit down. The night is warm, but the sporadic summer breeze brings gentle refreshment. From time to time, your bank. I said it again. Okay, back aches. You have to force yourself to keep your eyes open. The light of the moon helps you focus on the tall grasses. For most of the time, you spot small critters and birds, but but there are exceptions. At one point you see a three-horned deer trying to challenge another one. They clash their antlers. A two-legged dragling appears, leading its much small offspring. The furry beasts try to imitate the predators with roars and aggressive head movements. After a few moments, both sides walk away slowly, not willing to risk the fight, nor admit their defeat. This is why I need water with me or something. Very much parched right now. Yeah, I will do accents next time. I will do them next time, not this time. Today's stream is just going to be short, so it's a little bit of an introductory to this world. I'll just get past the camp scene and then I'll call it tonight. I also don't have anything to cool down my throat. I should have thought about that. Where am I up to? Oh, I finished it, okay. I don't let it distract me, I keep looking around. You hear the death screams of distant prey and the mating calling of monkeys. Runners are chasing a grey hare, a group of muskets lazily chewing the grass, preparing themselves to sleep. A dusk fox, cute, is running with a lynx, making playful scratches. That's so cute. Thankfully, you never have any interruptions. You just sit there, watching the not-so-distant forest, trying to outlast your sleepiness. You can only guess how much time has passed. Once you feel you've had enough, you climb down, go to a tent, wake up the bearded man. Within a couple of words, you confirm that nothing important has happened. I gather my things and squeeze into the tent. I put my bag as my pillow and put my blanket on the pallet, cover myself with my cloak. Sleeping in a tent is not the stuff of dreams, but it's a much welcome rest. The pallet keeps the cold soil away. The moonlight saves the outside world from the eerie gloom. You listen to your own breaths and find a comfortable position. Your job starts tomorrow. I focus on the real goal of my journey. The Merchant Guild wants to take control of this realm. Your warden duties are secondary. First and foremost, you need to explore the peninsula. Learn about the trains, resources, and threats. Get to know the locals, and if you can, convince them to consider negotiations with Halavarian officers and officials and traders. Could the tribes resist the soldiers or be a threat to the priest of the United Church? Are there any forbidden practices that need to be educated, such as blood magic, necromancy, robbery, and slavery? Well, we've already confirmed that blood magic and necromancy is somewhere up there. At least I have time. I need to be as thorough as I can. Once you finish your journey, you should speak with Talia and return to Halavarian. There you will report back to your employees and get your reward. In the meantime, you have your own goal to pursue. I want to gather a few so I can save my debt collectors. I need to gather some extra coins so I can retire early. That's a good one. If I gather enough connections, I can use them to be a major player in the Merchants Guild. I want to be a hero. I want to help people make this region safer for locals and newcomers alike. I want to help people. I always do that one. I just do it. I want to help people make this region safer for locals and newcomers alike. Where did I get that notification up? Your half-asleep senses catches on to the sound of the wild forest. Your instincts keep you awake and anxious. Though pleasant, humid, late summer air evens it out smoothly. You can't travel during night. Press the sleep button to rest. You're thinking about your goals. You need to gather your strengths. All I can do now is rest. Sleeping in a tent. You can spend the night in a borrowed tent. It is nothing special, but it will protect you from the wind and rain. And the ground won't be so painful. So, ooh, there's more. Let's keep going, we got this. Alright, take a look at your amulet. For most people, they would be nothing more than trash, but you won't sell them for a pouch of dragon bones. Dragon bones must be expensive. Use them to shape magic to your will, and with little mementos, the few spells you're familiar with are far more reliable. Who knows, maybe there's already some power held in them. You look at the old, though clear bandages that still remember a dozen of herbal balms and wounds. You can put them on your hurting muscles, bruises and scratches. Then hum an old song about times, which either heals all the wounds or kills us too soon to let us bother with our problems. Nice. After a few hours or so, the linen will warm up, confirming it did its job. This tent may not be much, but your spell will make you feel as good as new, though you will lose some of your energy. I don't really need it tonight. I'll leave that one there as my magic. Yeah, there's my magic. Oh. No. Saving. Quick save complete. Okay. I'm going to end it because it's been an hour, and I said to myself at the beginning of this, I'm only going to do an hour because I don't want to be awake this long, especially not doing voice acting and everything. I know this is short for today. I'll see what happens for next week. I'm not too sure because people have been getting sick again. So I may not be able to stream because everybody's been getting ill again. So yay. But I will see. You guys will see a notification from me telling you that I'm streaming or I'm not. Yeah. Thank you for coming. I have Wade and Kim in chat. You guys are very nice to talk to. I do like talking to you guys a lot. I hope you have a good rest of your day. There's a lot of exciting things going on right now. Yeah. I'll be back at this next week. I will do voice acting a bit more. I know a few of you guys like hearing the voice acting. I'll try to do that a bit more. Have a great day. Yes, it's technically day. It's technically day. Technically. Let's see. There we go. And that's the save slot. That's so cute. I love that. So that's my one. Ooh. That's my demo! What? Okay. We put a new one. That's the demo I had. That's so nice. Yeah, you have a great day as well. I'll put a little goodbye message in. No, where's my fox? You get cat boxes all good. Yeah. I hope so too. I just hope I don't catch it, honestly. I don't need that right now. I don't need that at all. Okay. It's enough. Let's save. So exit. Are you sure you want to quit? The game is now auto-saved. You may... Yeah, I just saved it manually. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Oh, I yeeted you guys into the void. There we go. Okay. 8 views. Thank you guys. I will see you next week.